It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, south,
Everywhere.
east,
Where you at?
and west,
Huh?
Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rules.
Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Be grown in the crime called Prima, Fur, and Deja Rude, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. You can't be mad cause you got swag and easy cool. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking problem, knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that, I'm into son, got artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
Yo, what up, though? Welcome back to another episode of the Hip Hop School, Past and Present. You're in the building with the dean of all things hip hop, your boy Heezy. Tonight we got a special guest host in the building. We got Queen Rain sitting in with us. We ain't got Supreme Ra, and we ain't got Deasia, the desk of Deasia sitting in with us today. We got Queen Rain with us. What's up with you, Queen Rain? You all right?
Hey y'all. I'm just here filling in.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you. So if y'all don't know, she is one of our faculty members, one of our staff members over at the Hip Hop School, past and present. So, you know, I mean, I definitely appreciate you helping us out tonight. Another thing about the Hip Hop School, past and present. See, for most people who don't know, you know, they see you, they see the age and shit like that. They don't know y'all as females have a very deep hip hop knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only that, both of y'all rap. You rap too.
A little
Right.
bit, a little something.
A little bit, because you almost
sometimes.
Yeah, you almost won one of them battles, didn't you?
Almost. And I lose it by like 2 votes.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it. I don't like digging my grave up.
I'm just saying though, you gotta let the people know that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't just a face sitting up here, you know what I'm saying? You be spitting too, you know what I mean?
A little bit. We should get the battles back going. That'd be nice.
Yeah, we
I'll
gonna
hop back in to redeem myself. I try to for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you know how we do every week, you know what I'm saying? We get started with our hip hop trivia question. So this week's trivia question is brought to you by Supreme's Pull Up, the Desk of Deasia, Lit Leisure Travel, Uhuru Academy. What does Bun stand for in Bun B's name? Most of y'all might not know that's a nickname. So what does the Bun stand for in Bun B's nickname? Y'all try to answer that before we get up out of here. Drop down in the comments and leave your answers. Leave your guesses, leave your answers if you know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and post that. So so we about to get it started. You know what I'm saying? This is an open show. So if anybody want to join us, you know what I'm saying? The link to join the show is in the comments. So just go ahead and hit that link, hop on the show. You know what I'm saying? Come on in and kick it with us. So we're gonna get it started like this, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of little things going on in the news lately. And we are talking about duos, right? So one of these duos that kind of been in the news lately, you know what I'm saying? T.I. and Boosie, you know what I'm saying? They in the news again this week. So
Always.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with this one right here. We're gonna start with Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Because he always got that face. Yeah. So just this week, right? I guess Gabrielle Union had went on some show. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he been feuding with the Wades, you know what I'm saying, about Zaya Wade, Dwayne Wade, you know what I mean? That whole little thing. So I guess Gabrielle Union went on the show, said the nigga talked too much about dick. He must like dick or something. You know what I'm saying? So,
right, like he can't be responding to what the fuck he's saying from their family. It's gotta be that. Like, no, that's she just trying to scapegoat the situation. Like the shit they're going through is weird. It's weird.
Exactly.
It's weird and people see it and don't know.
Yeah, so
she's so corny. She don't even roast right. Like
it was terrible.
Like you were thinking about dick. Like you don't even roast like a black girl. Like get out of here. Boosie was right. You know what's going on.
Yeah, so Boosie pretty much shot back and said, you know, you a white girl, and Dwayne Wade, he been taking it up. That, you know what I'm saying? Boosie went all the way in, but you know the thing about Boosie, you know what I'm saying? he's all polarizing, you know what I'm saying? So 1 week he can do some old wild outlandish shit. Then the next week he come back and he's saying some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I think on this subject, a lot of people agree with him because he kind of speaking as a father, you know what I'm saying? And he's just speaking as a normal person looking at the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you think about this whole Boosie and the Wades?
You remember when Gabrielle said she want to kick that nigga legs up and eat his butt?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I do remember.
Yeah.
About 5 years ago.
She said he eat mine. So why can't I put his legs up? Like y'all taking L's just period. Like she can't. That's why all she came with was I bet he's so many dicks on his mind. Like you ain't got no rebuttal because y'all weird. The whole thing is weird. Mm-hmm. And the shit they trying to, I ain't saying they trying to push it on him, but the shit they trying to do in the public eye with their family is weird. Like they want to be a spectacle, and Boosie is the right person. Like,
yeah, but this is the thing.
Shut up.
I give Boosie credit though, because he was quiet. He let it go. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing for a while. You know what I'm saying? All the little, you know, they were still doing their thing, trying to be in the news and posting their pictures and shit like that. So Boosie wasn't saying nothing, but she had to go and poke the bear. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, they make themselves a spectacle.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you should expect people to say something, but that's not what they want. They want the people that's saying something to just agree with the weird shit. But that, like, y'all not the only people in the world. Like, so some of us is really weird what y'all got going on.
Especially with it being a child involved. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
If all y'all grown and y'all doing your own thing, you know what I'm saying? That's something else. You know what I'm saying?
That kid mama don't want that shit.
And that's the other thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to speak about his mama. You know, his mama was against it from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And I think about, I don't know if you know, if you knew Dwayne Wade, like back then when he was in college. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole story just got weird. You know what I'm saying? Like him and his wife, like they was a big story at the time because he was married in college. Yeah, he had a kid, I think, at the time. And they was all over the news. They was all doing good, smiling in pictures and all that type of shit. And out the blue,
like she was crazy though.
Yeah, right? Out the blue. That's what I'm saying. Out the blue, they just try to make it seem like she was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, she ain't too crazy.
She seemed like she the normal one out the whole situation.
She know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, and now look, like I couldn't imagine being a mother in her situation where I can't control like the direct life of my kid and the weird decisions. Like we all been teenagers. Ain't nobody said when they was 14, I made the right decision at 14. Now that I'm this age, like no, so no. Yeah, they're not even giving that kid a chance to grow. They trying to capitalize off of the moment, the movement in the moment to keep they self popular, but it ain't gonna be right for the kid in the long run.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this whole thing play out because you know she whatever the fuck you want to call it got a whole life to live. You know what I'm saying? So you know it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. So moving on to the other half of that, you know what I'm saying, the silly ass duo. This nigga right here, the tipster, T.I., you know what I'm saying, Mr. Crime Stopper himself, you know what I'm saying. So this week he back in the news, you know what I'm saying. He back in the news because he finally admitted that he snitched in his gun case. The catch to it is he said he snitched on his dead cousin, and his dead cousin told him to do it. What do you think about that?
That's a good ass. Hey, that's good, right? Like, that's a good story. If you're gonna have a story, that's the best story to have because who can get in trouble? Hey, I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it. That makes sense. Fuck it. Like, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. The police. We all know he the police. He the police because he got to do his own little weird stuff that they got going on and get away with it. But yeah, like that makes sense. I do it.
I would do it too if I could get away with it.
It's no consequence.
My thing is, I think he lying. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
The story is good.
Yeah, the story good. You know what I'm saying?
The story good. Lying. Yeah, for sure.
The story good.
Story good though.
I think he full of shit because you know I don't know when his interview came out. I don't know if it's new or what, but you know what I'm saying.
That's so perfect. That's it's a lie.
Hey, because you know what I'm saying.
He told him to do it. Okay.
Hey, because what's the name? Baby brother. You know what I'm saying. He famously is known now for snitching on one of his dead homies in the murder case, and that's how he got out of life sentence. You know what I'm saying? I think T.I. kind of heard that and seen the baby brother wasn't getting too much smoke behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because he snitched on the dead nigga, so motherfuckers weren't really giving him that much heat for snitching. But I think he full of shit. I think he did snitch, but I don't think that's how it went. You know
but what if it worked though? What if it's a lie and it worked? Fuck it. Like, cause if I'm a nigga who my life got taken away, like for pretty much nothing, but I can get my nigga off on some other shit.
Yeah.
I already died for nothing. Like it's not gonna bring no dishonor to me. So if it worked, the lie was good. I like it. I fuck with it.
Yeah. I hear you. I just think he full of shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no T.I.
T.I. been full of shit. He the
that's what I'm saying. He full of shit.
T.I. full of shit for sure.
This thing, he finally admitted his worst kept secret because he never wanted to admit the shit, kept denying it. At least he finally admitted it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody already knew.
Forever. And working with other niggas that work with the police, and then just being two-faced about a lot of the shit he say about the black community. But if it worked, it worked. I'm always I don't want the black man to win.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm glad he out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nobody behind bars and shit, but it's all about how you get out. You know what I'm saying? So we still don't know the full story. I mean, you know,
he said it, that nigga did
it. Hey.
Hold the line, brother. No.
So up next, we got something that just hit the airwaves today. R. Kelly done dropped a new EP. You know what I'm saying? So what you think about this new R. Kelly wave? Did you hear the songs?
I did not. No, I'm not. I don't listen to R. Kelly anymore, unfortunately.
I ain't hear it either.
But it's just all a big mistake. Just like everything. Every time some bullshit happens, it's all a big mistake. It wasn't supposed to come out. He didn't get permission. Yes, you did. Because that little buzz about him possibly getting out just started circulating. He want to make some money because he ain't got no money right now. Like, that shit came out on purpose. It wasn't no accident. It wasn't no bootlegging. It wasn't no mistake. They did that on purpose.
I agree. And that's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they didn't disgrace his name, or he didn't disgrace his own name. You know what I'm saying? But it's like these folks, they don't give a fuck. They'll still put out his music. You know what I'm saying? They'll still record it, chop it up, you know what I'm saying, and put it out. And they don't be the ones making money off of it. He might make some too, but it's these motherfuckers who putting it out, these record labels, these, you know what I'm saying, publishing companies and shit like that. Them the ones that's gonna make the money off of it. And then all these niggas, it kind of fucked me up because I seen the shit. I'm like, everybody loving it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, oh shit, this new R. Kelly. I'm like, damn, for real. Y'all still fuck R. Kelly like that?
They done been making all the memes about him in there doing duets in prison. Yeah, niggas is waiting for R. Kelly. Come on now.
Damn. So I guess it's that easy for some people to separate, you know what I'm saying, what he did from the music. Me personally, like you said, I ain't listened to R. Kelly in probably about 20 years, you know what I'm saying? Ever since the whole tape shit came out, pretty much. I can't do it. I can't separate the man and the music in that situation.
When the tape came out, when
I was a teenager, I was in high school, so I was probably like around 16, 17.
I was about to say, I remember I was 14 and I was on house arrest and everything. It was just, and I had watched it on somebody's cell phone. It was one of them little flip phones too. I didn't stop listening to him then though. I really, but we all knew that he was. Right.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't cancel him until recently. It ain't been 20 years for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, it's been a while. Maybe. Ever since what was that, like that TP2 album, something like that. After that, I ain't hear none of them albums after that. I don't know what the fuck you dropped after that. You know what I'm saying?
It's so many people that just would not cancel him. But music is tied so good to memory. Like I can understand. I guess you don't want to let go of them memories.
I get like the old shit, but like if you putting out new shit, you still want to hear the new shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it be the old heads for real.
And then it's like
how the old heads for real. The people our age.
You're right.
I want to let them go.
You're right. Hey, because I know a motherfucker.
I'm gonna argue with you about it.
I know a motherfucker who go to R. Kelly every single time he come in concert. they at that motherfucker faithfully, front row. You know what I'm saying? So
They gonna go to the prison and see him.
if they could,
You think he's gonna get out? You think it's any way he can get out?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get out eventually. For some reason,
Not eventually. I think it's gonna be soon. I think it's gonna be before 2024. I think he's gonna be out. Cause I don't know how it works. I'm not like a big prison system person, but I think ain't his trial he was indicted in New York, and then his trial is now in Chicago, right? And they saying that they could possibly let him go.
Yeah, I did hear something about that though. You know what I'm saying? So
what if they do? I mean, what if he had just enough money to pay the lawyers to do one last push for him and he get out?
I believe it. You know what I'm saying?
I think
he still got some money, so you know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers still fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? So
because he still can make money, like the way people still support him with what he got going on. If he got out, people will still support him. Like, you know, he can get the money back that he lost.
That's crazy.
So I think lawyers will support him just to, even though he ain't got no money now, lawyers will support him to get the money that he can potentially make if he was out.
For sure. All right, so let's move on to this next one. This one kind of interesting here, right here. You know what I'm saying? So Chuck D says, if Ye is booted for swastikas on Twitter, Elon should ban the N-word on Twitter too. Now, what do you think about that? This whole censorship shit, not only Twitter, but Facebook, Instagram, all that shit. What do you think about that?
Man, I think in the age of information, people should be able to say what they want so you can see who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not? Like, if somebody wanna, like, why is we censoring everything? Like, I'm like in 30 days of Facebook jail right now for saying almost nothing. Like, I really didn't even say nothing, but that, you know, I was gonna beat somebody up, but it was like in a joking way. But why, if I don't like a certain group of people, how come I can't say that so that they can see who I am and they can know how to deal with me? Like, why we gotta be so weird and fake and coddle everything and everybody? People's feelings are gonna get hurt anyway, so why not be exposed to reality? You know, instead of being coddled. Yeah, they should be able to say the N word, the B word, the F word, all the words, because if that's the type of person you are and you're gonna talk to me like that, I need to know that.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I think I always thought it was interesting especially on Facebook, how you can say nigga all day. You know what I'm saying?
You can show dead black bodies and all kinds of
you can say nigga all day, but anything, if you say white motherfucker together in a sentence, you going to Facebook jail.
Don't say that W word. Do not
say
that W word. Don't say how.
It's just crazy. Like, so even in the whole social media world, you know what I'm saying, we still get the kind of the short end of the, you know what I'm saying, the stick kind of, so to speak. You know what I mean? But Chuck D, you know what I'm saying, I think it's bigger fights, it's bigger battles going on than, you know what I'm saying, than Kanye posting a swastika, comparing that to motherfuckers saying the N-word on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all this rap shit going on, motherfuckers dying, you know what I'm saying, and hip hop and shit like that. I think Chuck D's voice could be used a lot better than, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. You know what I
mean? He could.
That's my thought.
He bored.
But you know, that's Chuck. You know, man.
He bored. He just wanted to for whatever he could real quick.
But then that's one of them whole liberal agenda motherfuckers too. So, you know what I mean? You know, he all about the free speech and all that shit too. So, you know. But next up, we got another interesting topic, right? DJ Quik and Dr. Dre. So Quik said, I know it's early, but I deserve to be where Dre is. I don't think it's fair, but I understand why. I never had a machine behind me that always hurt my friends more than it did me. So, do you think DJ Quik should be on Dr. Dre's level?
Well, no. What?
Do anybody agree with that shit? Because I ain't heard nobody say, yeah, that's true. And I love Quik.
I want to know what his reasons are. Did he is there a video of him putting his work next to Dre's work?
He was just, I guess he woke up tweeting one day. I think he said
he haven't even never transitioned transitioned in the way he rapped. Like his rap style is always the same. Like he haven't transitioned with the times or anything. At least Drake could do that or transition what he's doing with the times. Like DJ Quik is DJ Quik.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what was his reasons?
He said because
they've been around the same amount of time.
I don't know. I guess he's saying he's just as good as Dre. Oh, and he said that he put a bunch of people on too. He made a bunch of people millionaires and stars and shit. Which
okay, well, I can fuck with that part. Yeah.
I mean, but who did he really put on though? I mean, sugar free, and which he ain't no superstar. You know what I'm saying? But you got Sugar Free, you got Second to None, you got High C. You know what I mean? But other than that, he ain't really put nobody on. Like compared to Dre.
I mean, I can see why he feels the way he feels, though. But
but me personally, like Quik always been one of my favorite producers. And I ain't gonna lie to you, at times I said Quik was better than Dre. I probably didn't say that before. But you know what I'm saying, like track record and all that shit, and who he done put on. Dre number one. You know what I'm saying? I don't think out of any producer, period, I think I gotta put Dre at number one. On the top.
Did Daz make the majority of Dre's beats?
Who?
Daz.
It always been rumored that Dre stole some of Daz's beats, or he put his name on some shit that Daz did, you know, shit like that. But when it comes down to it, though, you know, it's a difference between being a producer and being somebody who just make beats. You know what I'm saying? A producer like Quik is a composer. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't play all that. He might have a whole band in there. You know what I'm saying? He might just do the drums, or he might just do the scratching on the song. But he is the producer of the song. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what people always get kind of confused about Dre. They always say Scott Storch and all these other motherfuckers kind of produce for him, but they might just made the beats, or might just play the keys, but he actually put the whole song together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. But I would put Dre. I mean, I would put Quik up there as probably like one of the top 5 West Coast producer. You know what I'm saying? Me personally.
I think he's just throwing a tantrum right now, trying to be like, I don't think he put the same work in that Dre did. So
nah, but they did come out around the same time, with early 90s, you know what I'm saying, late 80s. So.
He's sundowning right now. He's going through his older years, and he just feel like he want to talk about something.
I guess so. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So now let's move on to our main topic. You know what I'm saying, because this is a show. You know, we usually have our 3 people, our three hosts in the building, but you know the other 2 couldn't make it, so it's just a dynamic duo tonight. Yeah. So that's how we're gonna transition into talking about duos. You know what I'm saying. So, for you personally, you know what I'm saying, like, what was your favorite, or who is your favorite duo of all time, hip hop duo of all time?
Okay. So, and it's Outkast when I think with my brain, but it's UGK with my heart. So Outkast kind of hit in every category as far as the duo, as far as they was underground, it was mainstream, they hit the suburbs, they hit the hood, like they did movies, they did, you know, they touched everything. But I just like, I think they would win if we was talking about the best duo, just period, across time, across, you know, how things have been changing in hip hop up until now, you know, crossing over into other things. But UGK is like, I like UGK better. Like I would jug to them better. Like I would. A-Ball and MJG. No, let's just talk about what I just said. I don't want to keep going yet. So this is my top. Outkast and UGK.
Outkast, UGK.
Yeah.
For me personally, my favorite duo all time, I would have to say, is A-Ball MJG. You know what I'm saying? It's Ball and G for sure. You know what I'm saying? I love Outkast too. That, like, you know, it's Ball and G, Outkast, UGK. But see, then I got to throw Mobb Deep in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mobb Deep always been one of my favorite duos too. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Mobb Deep heavy. So for me, probably it'd be Ball and G number 1. Outkast number 2, UGK 3, and then Mobb Deep number 4. You know, so I don't know who would be 5th, but they're my favorite duos all time. You know what I'm saying?
I like EPMD, and I would choose them over Mobb Deep.
EPMD. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, Mobb Deep. I see when I listen to rap, I really like samples because I can sit up and listen to some old ass music. Like I like the old Parliament Funkadelic, and like I like old stuff. And so I like how they remix that shit. I like how they sample. I like what they do with music. So I would choose them over Mobb Deep. I like Mobb Deep, but for me, that wasn't like I used to be a backpacker, like a hip hop head, like, and so that wasn't my thing. I was into like the Lyricist Lounge, like something a little softer.
Okay.
You know, Collab, Most Def, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Blackstar. I liked it. It ain't. We shouldn't talk about it. Okay.
I mean, no. Yeah, talk about it. I mean, shit, they was big.
They had everybody on there. They had everybody that was on the Lyricist Lounge album. Well, OK Player was decent. Like I liked it. That was my thing. That's who I was. Like I liked them and what was that? Train of Thought with High Tech.
Oh yeah. Talib and High Tech.
Talib and High
Tech. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
honorable mention. I mean, it's worth saying something about them. They ain't the best, but I love them for real.
They one of those groups. You know what I'm saying? They got a real cult following type of fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you fuck with Blackstar, you really fuck with Blackstar. You know what I'm saying? But they was just alright to me. They ain't really moved me like Ball and G and them. You know what I'm saying? Or UGK or something like that. You know what I mean? And speaking of them, they just dropped an album recently. Since you're such a fan, did you hear the album that they just dropped?
Whose album?
Blackstar. See what I'm saying? You ain't dropped the album. They dropped the album. I think it was what?
Let me tell you about what I discovered you know how you go revisit music when you get older, and it's like, oh, that was kind of weird. Talib Kweli has never been on beat. I would travel out of town to go and see shows of his. Like, back in the day, a lot of people would come to Detroit, but they wouldn't come to Cleveland. And Detroit is like right there. So I would go to Detroit for a lot of stuff. And when I went to go see him, it was just everything to me. So I would go wherever he would go, I would go. Now listening to him, it's like he has never hit the beat. Like he never hit the beat. I got poetry that I wrote for him when I was a teenager.
Oh yeah.
And he ain't even that great now. Like I really regret it. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really think about it. Like 16-year-old me was like really borrowing cars to drive to see him, and he ain't been on beat ever. No song that he was just riding the beat. Like he always got the like half step. Like
yeah, you're right. I ain't never been a fan of his flow.
So no, I haven't heard the new Blackstar.
Okay.
At all. It's not gonna happen. Most is always pretty consistent, but I'm not.
Yeah, most of he
gonna do a collab with Talib.
Talib got that album with Styles P though. I don't know if you heard that. It was a few years ago. That's one of my favorite like collab albums. That shit was cold. That was one of the coolest albums I heard Talib on. You know what I'm saying?
Was he on beat?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably
That's
not.
wild, ain't it? Like I want you to go back and listen to Talib for real. Listen to him on the Train of Thought album.
I know what you're saying.
You'll be like, damn, I was just young in the ears. Like that's what it was.
Hey, so somebody said Tribe Called Quest, then somebody else just said Salt and Pepper. So that's a question. Hold on, let me. So that's a question that I wanted to ask though. Like groups like that, because they are considered groups, right? But it's only two people rapping. So do you consider them a duo or do you consider them a group?
I guess Salt and Pepper can be in there because they had two different people that was DJs, but they wasn't MCs. So I guess Salt and Pepper can be in there.
Okay.
Boosie and Webby.
Yeah.
That was a good class. Boosie and Webby.
Yeah, that's classic. That's some classic shit. You know
what was the name of it? It was was it gangster music?
No, it wasn't. Shit, I can't even think of it. But yeah, of course, anytime they drop some shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, This nigga Joe Travis say nice and smooth. I forgot all about nice and
Boosie
smooth.
really be wanting to deal with Webby too. Like he be shouting them out. Like, come on, Webby and Boosie, do something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's another thing. It's like some of these duos they get together and it seems like
The dog
at some point they break up and they don't really do. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they don't really put no albums out. Think about Outkast.
Yeah.
They ain't put no shit out in 20 years. Think about Ball and G. They ain't putting nothing out in about 10, 15 years. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then ain't really no whole lot of people doing collabs or duos right now.
Right. So
The Dog Food album.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic
my God.
for sure. Dog Pound, DPG, one of the best for sure. All right, so we got a guest joining us tonight. We got Moo Moo. Want to check in? Let's see. Oh, okay. Moo Moo,
Hey,
what's going on?
hear me?
Yeah. What's happening with you?
Man, first of all, how y'all doing? And love the show, man. I love the show, bro.
Appreciate you for tuning in.
No doubt. I wanted to say, this is interesting. I'll be interested in like how y'all make y'all assessments on like what are you putting in consideration for like greatest? Like I said when you asked who's our favorite, I put Ball and G not because they have the most hits or like they the most they have the most successful songs, but like when in terms of great albums, I can't think of a duo that has more like good music. Like you can more songs that you can just actually listen to and jam to. Like if I'm playing most of the Outkast albums, they had some like they good stuff is classic, but the stuff that wasn't good was really bad a lot of times. So
what wasn't good though? What wasn't good from Outkast? I can't think of too much that wasn't good.
I did what was that? The album with Bombs Over Baghdad. To me, that was one of that album was trash, bro.
Oh, you say it was trash?
Let me look at the playlist.
I think that was Stank On You. Man, that was a classic to me, man. I think out of all the albums, that probably wasn't their best one. That probably was, you know what I'm saying, on the bottom of the list. To me,
let me look at it
because it wasn't trash though. That's for sure.
Even Speaker Box Love Below, like Andre's side of it got the most attention, and it was a great listen to one time because it was so different, but it had absolutely no replay value.
I agree with that.
What?
Yeah.
Love Below. Y'all don't think it had replay value?
I ain't fucking with it. Especially that Speaker Box side. It was probably like 2 or 3 songs on there.
I listened to Prototype like 4 days ago.
Prototype the shit. That's probably one of the best songs ever. But
wait a minute, no, that's my fucking that's my double album, and it's weird. Maybe because that's what. Okay, it's special to me, so I guess.
I feel you.
I guess, but it was a good album because I don't just be replaying shit. Sometimes, like Kendrick Lamar ain't been replayable for a few years now, and I really loved him. I was caping for him for real, but he ain't been replayable for a while. But that Speaker Box Love Below was good. They had plenty of songs. Look at me, and I can't think of them.
Well, Kendrick's starting to go too much in the Andre level because he's been too artsy.
I agree with that too.
You know what I mean? You can't do that. Like his best combination of art and consciousness and hip hop was Good Kid, Mad City, and you can and some could argue, some say To Pimp a Butterfly, which that was great too. I think some of it kind of leaned too much on the artsy side, but it struck a good balance. But he need to get back to just making like that balance of just making something that's people gonna jam to. Otherwise, like I said, he going the Andre 3000 route, and that ain't gonna be a good look for him.
Hey, you make a good point about that as far as Kendrick go. But the only Outkast I really didn't like, the only Outkast album I really ain't like though was that Ottawa. I ain't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was all them. That was it was probably like 1 or 2 songs on there. I ain't really like, but
this be subjective to how old you are. It be subjective to what you was doing. Like I feel like
I couldn't fuck with it.
Out of Wild was decent. It wasn't terrible. It was decent. And it might have been, it was a more feminine album, I think. It would have been something that a girl who like hip hop would deal with.
It was
more
a
than a guy.
musical.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And I would say that about Speaker
Speaker
Box and Love Below as well. Like that would be
Yeah.
something more that a female who was into hip hop would like more so than a guy.
Yeah.
Especially back when it came out, that era when things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hey, so Moo. So you saying 8-Ball MJG? That's your greatest duo of all time?
Yeah, I'm saying that, like I said, that's why I was asking y'all, what are the things y'all judge by? For me, I don't think that 8-Ball and MJG, like, I don't think that, I think UGK like have better songs than them. Like they have a lot of songs that's better than 8-Ball and MJG as far as like they main songs. Like when they did that versus, even though I like 8-Ball and MJG better, I knew UGK would win because if they just doing 20 songs, 8-Ball and MJG wasn't gonna be able to do it. But if you like dig into them albums and listen to the album cuts, 8-Ball and MJG just to me kind of like had way more music, way less skippable music than the other duos.
I agree. I can agree with that for sure. That's what's up. Moo. Hey, appreciate you for joining us, man. You got anything else, man, before we let you go?
Oh no, that was it. I just wanted to get in on that, man. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, love the show, love listening, and y'all have a good night.
So you too, bro. Appreciate
you.
Yeah.
I mean, 8-Ball and MJG is in the running for sure, but just my top two was Outkast and UGK. And that's just based on sound. But then when I think about 8-Ball MJG, it's a lot of shit I could play for them and not skip nothing. So they definitely up there.
They up there. Somebody said Camp Low.
What?
Camp Low had one. They probably had one album. They had a couple songs.
Cooley High. No, Camp Low.
That's one of them duos too. I always forget about duos. I always forget about them when it comes to duos and shit. But
I like your name, Rain Waters.
That's one of them. That's one of them groups that they got kind of that cult following too. Like they got quite a few albums, but don't nobody listen to that shit.
I like them. Remember when I said I used to drive to Detroit to see all kinds of people? I came up there to see them. And the Roots, they was opening for the Roots. I drove up there to see that. But like they wouldn't be in the top nothing. What else have they done? Like, what are they doing?
Somebody said Poison Clan.
Coffee shops now.
So Poison Clan, was Poison Clan a duo? You know what I'm saying? The only one I can remember rapping was JT Money. Was it somebody else rapping with Poison Clan? Or was it like a DJ rapper kind of thing? You know what I mean? I can't remember.
I ain't got no good answer for that unless I Google it, so we can move on from now on. I don't know. They win.
Somebody say EPMD, Mobb Deep, probably they top two. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like EPMD, Mobb Deep, UGK, 8-Ball, and MJG. I think they would be up there in everybody's duo category. So let me ask y'all this. You know what I'm saying? Like with Gangstarr, would y'all consider Gangstarr a duo? Gangstarr, Eric B and Rakim. You know what I mean? DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. Would y'all consider them duos? Or would you consider them duos? Queen, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all of them. Actually,
even though it's only one person rapping, you know what I'm saying? You still consider just
because of how they presented it. They presented it like a duo. Salt and Pepper also presented that shit like a duo, even though they had a whole third person. Yeah, like I would consider them a duo because they ain't say Salt, Pepper, and Spinderella. Did they ever really like put that on anything? Like on the album or anything or on a show? Like I don't think so.
Not that I can remember.
So no, they presented like a duo. So if your DJ didn't get recognized, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like it's
Yeah. So these days. Oh yeah, Smith and West. I forgot about Smith and West.
You forgot about him. That's cool. Rock and CL Smooth.
Oh yeah, P Rock, CL Smooth. They was around for. They had two nice albums. You know what I'm saying? I think P Rock actually rapped a little bit too. So You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just one of them.
Let's see. What up? Red and Meth.
Oh yeah, Method Man, Red Man. That's definitely one of the classic unofficial duos.
They did a good job when they was doing what they was doing.
For sure.
They did, for sure.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite unofficial duo though. You should already know, but you probably don't. E40 and Be Legit. You know what I'm saying? Going all the way back to the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, they probably got a whole catalog of 100, 200 songs, just them two together by themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they should be considered one of the classic duos, even though they don't get that love like that, because that's more.
They don't get love from nobody. Everybody acts like it's so simple. But no, but if you listen to how niggas is rapping now, Larry June is just as weird with his flow style as E40. So is Primo Rice. Like they sound like it sound like the same stuff. Like, but they like them, but they don't like E40. It's because it was so much competition around back then that he kind of got drowned out. But I like everything he put out. I ain't even gonna lie. What was my favorite song? I think was Mr. Flamboyant.
Yeah, see, that's way back in the early 90s.
Yeah, that was my shit. Yes. I still listen to E40 on a weekly basis. Like I got a playlist that like go for a week, and I still listen to him regularly.
Me too, for sure. Uhuru Academy say favorite duos and the one I've been in, Eastside, DOK, Ebony Acid. Shout out to Uhuru Academy for sure. That's definitely one of the greatest duos in hip hop history. You know what I mean? The DOK and Ebony Essence for sure. Shout out to them. Somebody said the Convicts who was on Rap a Lot. Okay, so
Convicts.
The Convicts. That's some old.
Fool me, because I don't know nothing about
That's
it.
some old early 90s. I think it was 3-2. I was Mr. 3-2 and I can't think of who the other one was. But yeah, I think that was back in the day. Some Houston shit. But
what about Kid Cudi and Kanye?
What?
The Kids See Ghosts. The Kids See Ghosts album.
I don't know nothing about it. Oh, they made the album together?
Don't do that.
Shit, I don't know for real.
All right, whatever. Kanye made a lot of mistakes. So we're gonna just go past it.
But you got Watch the Throne. That's what I was about to say. You got Watch the Throne though. So did you like that album? Did you like that album? Did you like it?
Oh, Bandana. Freddie Gibbs and Madlib.
Bandana. Did you like Bandana better than Alfredo? Because that was Freddie Gibbs.
Alfredo was so good. Both of them was good. No, but I'm just saying like that. I think Madlib and Freddie Gibbs, because they did something else in 2014.
2012, something like that.
2014 called
Pinata.
Yeah. So they good together. Like they work good together.
So you do consider them duos, even though it's one person rapping. For sure. I got you.
You like Run the Jewels? Have you heard Run the Jewels?
I heard some of that shit. I ain't really.
It's okay. It's not terrible.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I ain't really like that shit.
All right, we can move past that. Go ahead. It was decent to me.
Yeah.
Like.
So what you think about like all these collab albums? Like, have you heard that Drake and 21 Savage shit?
I like it. I like it.
Oh yeah, you like?
I do. Drake.
It was just all right.
I don't like Drake because Drake is popular, and I don't understand. Like, I don't think it makes sense. Like, it's not like strong street nigga music, but it's still consistent and it's good. But I think people just don't want to like him because he good, because he popular. But yeah, I like it.
I fuck with Drake. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I fuck with it.
Oh, this the relative.
Nas
and Damian Marley for sure.
That wasn't great, man. Stop it. And
what, this the relatives? You don't fuck with the relatives?
No, it was weird to me. I don't like stuff like that.
I'm gonna tell you.
I don't like what they was doing.
I'm gonna tell you the Roots. It was Nas and Damian Marley, and the Roots. They had a concert up here at fucking what's that shit up there in Clarkston somewhere and shit. And that was one of the best concerts I ever been to. You know what I'm saying? The Roots. And then Nas and Damian Marley, they was rocking that because they was the band you know what I'm saying, they did the live band behind, you know what I'm saying, Nas and David Marley and shit. That shit was all cold.
Okay.
That's one of the dopest shows I've been to for sure. Yeah.
You sound like I was out there for more shows than you.
You probably was.
I had no option.
But you know, it been a lot of collab albums over the years. You know, so what been your favorite collab album? You know what I'm saying? Watch the Throne, some shit like that.
What is the name of this one that Takeoff and Quavo just did? Only Built for Infinity Links. They good.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too.
They so good together, and I'm not just saying it because
we been saying that.
Passed away. This shit was hitting so hard. Like they really pay homage to Ghost and Raekwon and Outkast. Like, and they always do, like, all the albums that the Migos did to me, they really did good with sampling stuff. Like, they sampled the Nutcracker on Culture 3.
Right. Yeah.
Like, the Nutcracker. And I was, like, in here cleaning up my phone, listening to it. Like, it's good. Like,
then they sampled, damn, what was it? What they did sample on the last one? Some old silly shit. I can't even think of what
I don't know, whatever.
But the shit worked. The shit worked. The shit was all cold. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They sampled the Outkast song.
Yeah, but it was something else too that they sampled. Some damn, like one of the white motherfuckers on. Somebody in the comments throw it out there. I know you haven't heard it.
They sampled the Outkast. I got my phone right here. Why wouldn't I just look at it?
But yeah. I think, you know what I'm saying, that they probably would have been, and even thinking about it, you know, it ain't too many duos that's coming out, like actually coming out together. You know what I'm saying, just rapping together. Like Nas is niggas hooking up who done already had solo careers. Now they hooking up, collab, making albums. But it ain't too many duos that been coming out over the last, you know what I'm saying, 10 years and shit like that. Niggas don't really come out like that no more. Everybody doing their own thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the City Girls. What?
City Girls.
What about the City Girls? They a good duo.
Okay. Yeah.
They're a good duo.
I feel you. I believe you.
I don't know a lot of their songs. Like, I can't name their songs by name, but they are very influential to hot boppers. My sister said these hot boppers. That's not good.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy language to be using in 2022, but it's good. Hot boppers.
Yeah, they sample So Fresh, So Clean. Y'all knew somebody having in the comments. They sample So Fresh, So Clean on the
Yes, thank you, Joe. Oh my stars. I stopped looking for it, I'll be honest. The clips.
Yeah, the clips, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't one of my favorites, but they had some shit that was jamming though. They had a couple hits.
Come on, get out of here.
You know what I'm saying? So what's somebody who you want to see work together? Like two artists you would like to see come together and make an album?
I really like Larry June and Primo Rice. I like them together. I want them to keep like working with each other and learning each other, because I don't know. That's the type of stuff I like listening to. Like, I like softer, like smoother type of hip hop. Like, so every time I hear them together, I like it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And they new and they fresh. Like, people could move with them. Like, they got that little offbeat style. Like a lot of niggas that's popular right now. So I like them. I like Akeem Ali too. I don't know. He should deal with them, but his style is just a little bit different. You know what? Akeem Ali? Did I say it right?
Yeah, Akeem Ali.
Yeah, he should deal with them too, but like not all of them together. So either him and Larry June or him and Primo.
Yeah, for sure. I think I want to see Mozzie come out and do an album with Sada Baby or some shit like that. Shit. Or even Sada Baby and
dancing over here, yeah.
Sada Baby and Sauce Walker. You know what I'm saying? That'll work too. Like some old crazy silly shit.
Yeah, that would.
You know what I'm saying? Freddie Gibbs and Styles P, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
That's weird. I don't see that one, but
would you ever see a the Jay-Z Nas album, you ever think that could ever be
Nah,
possible? That could ever be possible in the future? Nas and Jay-Z, it ain't happening.
that's just seem boring. Like I don't even want to think about it. Like they already like no, I don't want to sit there and hear that. Like I don't want to be falling asleep trying to like oh he the greatest. No, that's boring.
I'm
That's
saying
not
though, but if they
even.
come together, oh yeah, it probably will be like
It's boring.
it probably will be
It's not
competition
gonna hit like it would have
on every
like
track.
8 years ago.
That's
Like
true.
8 years ago was their last chance to have done like some shit like that. Like no, it wouldn't hit. Like niggas would be. Am I allowed to say niggas?
Yeah.
Okay, it wouldn't. I said it already, but it wouldn't. It would be better for them to. Nah, no, because
Wow.
see, Jay-Z has done a good job of transitioning through the times and changing with music, but Nas haven't, and Nas is like my favorite artist, and I could just see them going back and sounding real old with it, like not even being able to keep up. No.
I feel you.
Like Nas will
Man.
bring
I think they
Jay-Z
got
down, and I hate to say
yeah.
that because Nas is my favorite, but Nas is
Well,
just so ethnocentric to like how he is that it'll just make Jay-Z boring. No, I'm not interested.
somebody say MOP. MOP.
Don't get it twisted.
You fuck with
Oh
MOP?
my God. Yeah, I did for that
Oh
hot
man.
second, for them little few seconds.
Hey, this nigga better be glad
But
Supreme right now. That's nigga hate
Capone
MOP.
Noriega
Oh yeah, CNN. Damn, okay, CNN.
for a hot second. Give me some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, if y'all ain't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I mean? Get them likes up for us one time. So yeah, so you know, I guess that's so do you think you already said who your well, I guess you said
It's
your favorite
Outkast because they kind of like they like leaders. They done everything. They did movies, they did albums, they did solo stuff. They transitioned the underground, the mainstream. Like really can't nobody fuck with Outkast, even though it's been a long time for them. Can't nobody deal with them. They put on the Dungeon Family pretty much. I mean, people got recognition because of them. Killer Mike, CeeLo, like
yeah, for sure.
ain't nobody really been able to span Outkast, and I think that's because Pimp C passed away, so UGK wasn't able to do all that they probably could have done. A-Ball MJG kind of split up for a little bit. Like Outkast, the only people that like lasted, they went the distance.
Well, shit, them niggas ain't did shit in a while, but
they ain't did shit in a while,
but
who fucking with them? Because ain't nobody making duos no more. They doing collab albums, but they not doing duo groups. Like I really try hard to think about it.
Yeah, it ain't.
Who is a duo group?
Yeah, and I forgot about the Loonies. Yeah, the Loonies back in the day. Somebody said the Loonies. Yuck mouth.
But they wouldn't. They can't.
No, they ain't up there. They ain't up there as far as the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, I would say. Then the verses that I wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, just because they both had members that passed away was Mobb Deep and UGK. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been more of a competition instead of a whole love.
That would be so good.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. You know
that would be so good. I wonder why they can't do something like that.
Yeah, since they, you know what I mean, and they both, then they got that whole New York shit. You know, they'll be for Mobb Deep. Everybody in the South be for UGK. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been a good versus. You know what I mean? But UGK had rocked out with
do that.
Damn, who did they do the verses with? UGK and it was A-Ball MJG, right? Yeah, I'm tripping.
Did they do that already?
Yeah.
I think they did it, and I watched it. Okay,
yeah, that was the shit too. It was the shit. I love that shit. So yeah. So right about now, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna move on. We're gonna get into the school post real quick. You know what I mean? I don't think you saw the school post. So school post is somebody said Happy said he wrote all the Prodigy's verses on their first album. Does that change anything about P? Or no, he's still a GOAT? What you think about that? If Havoc wrote all the Prodigy verses on his first album, or that whole ghostwriting thing.
I never said they was the GOAT, so
I mean, or just saying.
I know I do like
one of the
Bun B,
greats.
though, so I'm not going. Are we taking points away from NWA because of who wrote the majority? I mean, or are we grading them as a team? If they a team and the other teammate did some work for the team, I guess.
Right. That's pretty much how I look at it.
He was working for the good of the group,
especially in the beginning. Especially in the beginning, it'd be different if they was on their 4th or 5th album and he wrote all that niggas, you know what I'm saying, verses for their songs and shit. But as far as it being a group, so that shit probably happen all the time. Especially if they going back and forth, since somebody might write a whole song and you know what I'm saying, they had it back and forth and shit, it'd be like yeah, you fucking up. You know what I'm saying? They had a little back and forth. So somebody already probably wrote the whole thing out. You know what I'm saying? And then like, all right, you spit that part, and I'm gonna come in with this, spit that, I'm coming in with that, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So yeah, that kind of shit happen all the time, especially with duos and groups and shit like that. So I ain't tripping. So, but that was the school post. Other than that, if anybody got any answers to this trivia question, let me run it back one more time for y'all. Trivia question this week, once again, brought to you by Supreme's Pull Up, Uhuru Academy, Linton Leisure Travel, Desk at the Asia. What does BUN stand for in Bun B's name? Bun B from UGK, another duo. What does the BUN stand for in Bun B? You know what I mean? I want y'all to drop down in the comments right quick and see if y'all can answer that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, like I said, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to it. Like this video. We got a couple more weeks in the year, you know what I'm saying? So we got a couple more dope shows coming up for y'all. We're gonna have our album of the year show, you know what I mean? Song of the year show, end of the year awards, you know what I mean, and all that for the group, for the show. So we got that coming in a couple weeks too. So other than that, Queen Rain, you got anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
I don't have nothing to say. Oh, we didn't. Well, yeah, no. Like father, like son.
Birdman Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I like a couple songs, but I ain't like the whole album. You know,
I'm trying to think. How old was I when that came out? What year did that come out?
It was like around 07, something like that. 06.
I was an adult, so I probably appreciated it a little more.
Yeah. Well, other than that, so the answer to the trivia question is
anybody?
Anybody? I guess don't nobody know. I ain't know that trivia question was brought to us by Supreme's Pull Up. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't make it tonight. So the answer to the trivia question is BUN stands for Bunny. His original or his name, I guess when he was a little kid, his family used to call him Bunny B. So he just took the rest of it off. And he just go by Bun B.
Bunny B.
Bunny B. So
that's cute. That sound country. That sound like something southern. For no reason, just whatever.
Just whatever. Yeah. So we hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all come back and slide back with us next week. And we about to get up out of here. Make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, like the channel. Holla at y'all.
The Hip Hop School, Past and Present Podcast.